So, well, hello. Tuesday, Tuesday afternoon, 18th of July. Nice to be back in our old neighborhood, Hove, if only for a day. Green Hove, sunny and green. Beautiful. I'll flip the camera in a bit, and then there's nice big palm tree here. I love the palm trees. I'm always searching for the palm trees whenever and wherever I go. So just gonna have a lovely stroll along the beautiful sunny and green Hove neighborhood. Really miss it. I don't think I can stand living in Brighton for too much because it's too grimy and not enough green trees, and it's just kind of suffocating me without the greenery. I love the nature now, so I don't know, I need to be back in Hove definitely before winter, I would say, or autumn. Anyhow, I was in the office today. Oh yeah, that's another palm tree. I'm gonna film some more of the landscape in a minute. I was back first day today in the office after my long Polish holiday. It hasn't changed much at all. It was another fantastic day in paradise as usual. And now just having some fresh air, walking back. I'm just gonna mission it and walk back all the way to Brighton. It's probably about an hour walk with my slow tempo. Not gonna rush it, just gonna take in the landscape and the greenery and the sunshine. It looks warm, but it's not too hot. It's about 20-21 degrees now in Hove, in England, Brighton Hove. Not like Poland, not 30 or 32 like it was when we were leaving, but still warm enough. I've got my hoodie on. Actually, I prefer to be in a hoodie than just in a t-shirt. It's covering my fatty bits, so I feel more comfortable actually in a hoodie. So yeah, that is my secret. And I picked up a book on my way now, because some houses, some people just put out like a book libraries. Oh, there's a nice house here. Book libraries in front of the houses, and you can just take a book, leave a book for exchange. I'm just gonna read it and bring it back there. Oh, I just dropped it. Well, I'm just gonna replace it with another book. I feel like I crave reading, haven't read for a bit. It's called The Venetian Game. Oh. It's like a thriller about art, art business in Venice, Italy, and the fakes. So that should be exciting enough. Yes, I'm here with my gimbal actually, so it is not too jumpy, the video, but I don't really like this gimbal that much because I cannot really film properly. Cannot film the whole street with it, just myself, even less than with the other selfie stick. But well, who cares? I'm gonna turn it around now and film the lovely green Hove scenery for a while, so you can look and see what it is like here down in Hove, for those who don't know obviously, and I'm sure some do, but my Polish friends probably don't know yet, so let's have a look. Yeah, that's it. Just flip the camera around. Gonna film a bit more of the neighborhood around me and behind me, with but mostly in front of me with the sunshine. I wonder how it's gonna come out with the gimbal. Shouldn't be too shaky. So yeah, my old neighborhood, our old neighborhood, lovely big houses, a lot of green, nice gardens, pretty quiet, relaxing, perfect for summery weather. To relax in your garden after work. None of this hustle and bustle of Brighton as we have now, but obviously not as many shops either, and there's a seafront at the end of each street. I don't know if you can see just a little bit shining through among the trees there. Let me zoom in. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of sea there. It's the sky, but also the sea at the end of the street. We're gonna see a better one. My parents love Hove. They come quite a lot, and they always want to stay in Hove, not Brighton, because Brighton is just messy, too messy for them. And I kind of share this point of view now. After Poland, where we have lots of greenery, even in big cities, I really miss the trees and the bushes now. Before I moved to Hove, I always used to live in Brighton, and I was used to not having that much greenery around me. I was just excited having all the bars and shops all around. Thought that was more interesting, but now I know everywhere like the back of my hand. So I kind of dream of having a nice green relaxing neighborhood, relaxing garden where I can just chill instead of all the hassle and constant noise of Brighton. And obviously there's more pollution as well in Brighton. The air is quite fresh still where we are by the sea, but there's more pollution obviously than in a lovely Hove. The trees produce more oxygen than not having the trees. So yeah, I'm just walking along one of the main streets, and yeah, in our old neighborhood, just taking in the scenery for the whole week, because only on Tuesday I'm here. Well, I have a walk along the seafront in the morning, but usually in the afternoon and through the green streets I just walk back from the office on a Tuesday. Otherwise I can't be really asked. Maybe I should change it. We'll see. So yeah, there are lots of buses here because it's the main street, but the other side streets are even more beautiful, lovely, peaceful and quiet. So I'm gonna just maybe film a bit further down as well. I just had to film this flowery bush against the blue skies because it is beautiful. And just going ahead, I wonder how this book is going to be, if the plot is going to be gripping enough to keep me reading. This one, The Venation Game. Yep. I kind of got out of the habit of reading for quite some time now. Before I used to read really many books, a lot, but now it's obviously all YouTube and Netflix, so things changed. Oh yeah, I just want to film the sea view at the end of the street. Yeah, we have the sea view there. That is the seafront at the end of every side street here. So not too shabby, not too shabby. I kind of like this new house. Obviously it's not like a detached house, but quite new. I wonder if the flats are nice there. Might be a good area. I mean, it is a good area. My old neighborhood I loved to live in. I'd love to move back here, but then you don't have all the conveniences of shops, bars all around you like we have now. But as I just mentioned, I really don't care at the minute. I miss the green trees and empty streets. So yeah, just walking along to the next side street where we can see more of the seafront. In a minute I will show you. Yep, there's more of the sea view here at the end of this street again, where the car is coming from, covering the view. There is the sea view. It's not the sky, it's the sea. So yeah, walking ahead a little bit, and there are gonna be some huge palm trees in a minute that I love. Happy to see them again. They remind me of Spain, when I used to live in Spain. The palm trees like there were everywhere, and we have quite a lot of them in Hove as well, especially in the side streets. People are planting. Oh yeah, English mailbox. People are planting the palm trees in the gardens in front of the houses, so that gives sometimes tropical Spain feeling. I'll show you in a minute. What we see here apparently is the remains of old train station. Quite aged. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's what I was told by a very trustworthy person, I believe. I don't think I mixed it up, so that's what it is apparently. Or was it a railway museum? Not quite sure. But here at the minute there's a Hove museum and some more palm trees and a lovely side street. And we're going ahead to find the big massive palm trees in a minute. Oh yeah, lovely colourful bushes. They're still blooming. Flowers. Yeah, everywhere. Not only in spring but in summer as well. Nice. Okay, let's walk ahead. And yes, lo and behold, here are the massive gigantic palm trees that I love so much, that are mentioned. They are in front of the council block of flats, council estate. But how gorgeous they are. Very picturesque. It literally makes me feel like I am somewhere in tropical Spain whenever I walked past them here. And I always wanted to have like a photo session underneath them. Maybe I will one day. And here they are. Let's just take in this beautiful view. I will I will flip the camera now from this angle. Wow, honestly, especially against the blue skies like today, they look pretty majestic. Yes. And if some from my Polish friends would not believe me that we have lots of palm trees, there you are, more palm trees. So the big palm trees there, and more palm trees here, just at the side of the street, in people's gardens. Whoa, I hunt the palm trees. I love them so much. Hopefully someday I will have a garden with a palm tree, or just more palm trees of my own. That would be like my dream come true. Have beautiful palm trees in a garden that I could just lie underneath, read a book with a coffee, sunbathe. Yes, I would love that. So yeah, we're going ahead, and then the lovely green stretch of the most fabulous Hove neighbourhood is ending at this crossroads here. And we've got still beautiful side streets, but the main street becoming more urbanized, if I may say. Oh yeah, just look at the beautiful flowers as well. A lot of color. In Poland we just have greenery now, not so many flowers, but here you can still see different colors. Yeah, so from these crossroads it is becoming a bit more city-like, instead of just green suburbs. We having bars and restaurants starting, and at the end of it we still have the seafront, and at the end of every side street we still will see the seafront as we walk along. So that is pretty breathtaking for those who are not used to it. I'm used to it now, so I'm not phased, but for some it is pretty impressive, I'm sure. So yeah, here as I mentioned, we just passed the crossroads there, and the greenest area of Hove, our neighbourhood finishes, and it is getting more busy. I'm sure my parents will enjoy this video, especially as they love Hove, and I'm sure they'll be back here soon enough. Another Royal Mail box, and Hove Street bus stop. For those who don't know, little bus stop buses. We always have double-decker buses in Brighton and Hove. Sometimes single deck as well, but usually double deckers. And yes, as I mentioned, the bars, cafes, restaurant start from here, and it is more. Oh, there are small pantries there, yeah, and it is becoming more upbeat. And yeah, we've got lots of bins, massive bins in the streets for the rubbish. Here, there's a public Hove library. Haven't been there for a long time. And yeah, walking ahead to the main Tesco in Hove, which used to be, oh yeah, there's nice olive trees here. Yes, in front of this restaurant. This is olive trees. Yes, olive. So yeah, the massive Tesco here ahead of us, which is probably the biggest supermarket in Hove in the area. I remember the olden days when we used to have Tesco supermarkets in Poland as well. I remember everywhere, but then they shut down and closed, and some other supermarket took over. I can't remember which chain, but yeah, so now Tesco Superstore, the biggest supermarket in Hove. It is quite spacious. You can buy everything there. I used to go there quite a lot, so I'm feeling like emotionally connected with this shop actually. Yeah, I spent a lot of time there not so long ago. Yeah, still lovely and green. You can still see the sea peeking through at the end of the streets, but now we are approaching more bars and cafes and more people in the streets. And there is the old church. I think it is from 11th century. Oh yeah, that's the entrance to my favorite shop. And a big car park, very convenient for driving. There's not many places in here. And yeah, there is the old church, very historic. We have Brazilian food shop there, Brazilian butchers, not only Polish shops but Brazilians as well. Yeah, that is the old church. And yeah, walking ahead. That's it for now. Just gonna end my movie for today with George Street, which is the main shopping street in Hove. Here they are cleaning in front of the cafe, so it's making a bit of noise. And yeah, we're walking ahead towards Brighton town, so the streets are getting busier and busier. And that'll be it for today. Oh, and now we've got a police car making noise, just whizzing past. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna conclude with for today. And me myself walking ahead towards Kempton, Brighton, my home neighborhood now that I love so much. And the sun is still shining, even though it's an afternoon, even though there's no heat wave, but it is warm enough. As long as it's not raining, it is always good in England. So signing off for now. Just one more end of the street sea view, because it is so beautiful with the blue skies today. And yeah, last look and the whole neighborhood, walking ahead to busy Brighton town. Okay, that's it for now. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna do a bit more of Hove neighborhood, because here at the end of this street we see the beautiful sea view here. So I just need to capture it again. Yep, nice. It is the sea against the blue sky and some lovely flowers. And yes, here we've got lots of restaurants here in the side street and on the other side. And I'm just gonna advance a little bit further. Again, another capture. Advance a bit further towards so-called, a bit of greenery there, so-called Palmyra Square, which is kind of landmark for end of Hove, however not technically, yes, but not officially. Here we've got the nice Italian pizzeria called Franco Manca, and nice greengrocers. But yes, Palmyra Square has got a nice big church. Oh, nice flowers. The gin tap. There's a funny bar. They have phones on tables, and you can call from one table to the other and to the bar when you want to order. Yeah, pretty interesting idea. So yeah, here more bars, restaurants, people obviously sitting everywhere, inside and outside. Yep. And the Palmyra Square's got a big church as well that we're gonna see in a minute. Big old church, yep. The top of it. Now, I don't know what century it is from. Cannot really judge. But might be quite old. Nice sight view again, and nice sea view that I want to capture. Just let the people walk past at the end of this street as well. We've got this nice sea view. For those who don't know, and for the benefit of people who haven't seen, and my parents who will be probably very excited at this video as they love this neighborhood. So yeah, walking ahead towards Palmyra Square, which is basically the square with the church. There's a cafe in the church grounds here, so if you want to have a quick coffee in the garden, that is here. Church's garden. And here we just have more kind of uptown landscape, more shops and cafes. And then past Palmyra Square is the true Brighton town that starts, so it's getting like really busy. I'm gonna make another video about Brighton town for those who are interested. And obviously we're just walking the main street, which goes all the way around, I mean all the way across from one end, which is Hove, to the other end, Brighton. But obviously there are lots of lovely side streets. Here we've got the flower garden, flower market. They're just packing now, but it's always here in front of the church. And yeah, they're just packing now, as you see. Here, Palmyra Square, they always put a big Christmas tree here as well in winter. But now there are just some flowers. And there's one more. There are a few more really lovely sea views on the side streets here ahead of us. But I'm not gonna film it all today. I'm gonna save some for later. But yeah, today just the Palmyra Square maybe, which is actually starting here, the residential Palmyra Square with the sea view. Nice sea view again. You can have pretty good view from your balcony if you live here in the Palmyra Square. So yeah, just one more perspective. Oh yeah, lovely flowery flowers. And yeah, it's a big square, residential square, and at the end of it there's a seaside there at the end that we can see when we approach. We can't see it now, but I'm not gonna approach there. And a bus, so a bus against the flowers. Well, I don't know who's gonna enjoy this video. Probably my parents the most, because they like walking here, promenading. Now we're just definitely walking into Brighton, so less and less, fewer and fewer, less and less greenery in a minute, fewer and fewer trees, but more and more bars. Yeah, there's a sea view peeking through. So yeah, more and more bars, cafes, pubs on our way. So just to demonstrate that and the difference, I'm gonna walk to the next crossing with the pub. Oh yeah. What is it? It was like a puma, silver puma. So just to demonstrate that, I'm gonna walk across to the next crossing. That's it. And obviously it's becoming more and more dense with people, more and more crowded, people everywhere. And in Brighton it's so crowded that you have to sometimes elbow your way through the sea of people. So yeah, there's a pub and one more beautiful sea view at the end of the street. Yeah, and I need to end this video somewhere. Whoop, almost getting run over by a taxi. Another nice church. And yes, I might need to end this. I was for New Year's Eve here once. Yeah, had a pretty interesting night there a few years ago. Before COVID, obviously, before the pandemic. And now, yeah, I just there's a Starbucks at the corner. And as we approach Brighton, there's gonna be shops and bars and cafes everywhere. So probably I'm gonna save it for another occasion, not now. Just gonna walk to actually one more crossing, and there's Sainsbury supermarket, which is one of the most popular supermarket chains in Brighton and Hove and everywhere in England, I suppose. Nice glasses, shops, obviously property, estate agents everywhere. Yeah. And Starbucks. It is a small provincial town, Brighton and Hove. Obviously it's not London, it's not like huge city, it's just a town, so the architecture is as it is. We don't have any skyscrapers or high-rise buildings here, but yeah, there's one more sea view that I want to film this time at the back of this street. So again, pretty gorgeous, just capturing the gorgeousness of today to cheer everybody up. And now as we are approaching Brighton, the streets are getting more and more crowded, and I'm just gonna probably finish for now again. Yeah, no, I keep lying. I keep saying I'm gonna finish, sign off. Another funny shop behind me you cannot see. And yeah, no, I keep saying I'm gonna finish, sign off, and I don't do it. But I will now, as we are approaching very busy area, closer and closer to Brighton. Here there's Freemasons pub behind me, very popular. Oh, yeah, the Freemasons, for all the Masons, for all the Freemasons. So yeah, it's getting less and less comfortable, and the traditional off license here. Yeah, so a lot of bars, restaurants and cafes everywhere, so I cannot really continue. And there's a nice cheese shop a lot of cheeses here. So yeah, and another bar, another greengrocers. Probably all the people that know me and live here, they're gonna be a bit not gonna understand why I'm filming this, walking along the street that everybody walks 100 times a day, but I'm doing it mostly for my Polish friends and for my parents, so they know what it looks like, those who don't, and my parents get a reminder of where they like to come and spend their holiday by the sea. So it's just another nice sea view in the background there. Very not visible, so I'm gonna just sign off now for real with this sea view in the background. What? Thank you to me, but can't. Yeah, that's it for now. Yep, let's just take it in. The sea against the green trees and the sky. That's it. I'm walking into the Brighton town with more and more shops, and that's it. And light again. I just want to capture this Norfolk Square, which used to be and still is one of my favorite squares in Hove. And obviously we go down the street there towards the seafront. So yeah, there's some I don't know, there's a sculpture here. Not sure what the sculpture means, but it is here. So, and then more and more into the center of Brighton. Yeah, that is the sculpture. And then just gonna have a little walk, just the perspective on the center of Brighton that starts imminently. Oh yeah, there's a car. Let's let the car go. Always wanted to live in Norfolk Square here. Maybe one day. And yeah, as we see, a lot of shops in a minute, but now cafes everywhere, people sitting outside as we're approaching central Brighton. And obviously it's just the main street and there are a lot of people everywhere, but there are side streets as well in the center, so-called the lanes, which definitely require separate update on what's happening there, because it's a special place. And yeah, another sea view in the background, street going down, so people have a nice view. And yeah, people just sitting as we are approaching Waitrose supermarket, and we see the Brighton starting welcoming us to the city with the banners across the street. Yes, that is Brighton town. As I said, we only see the busy main street, and from here the buses are diverted because they are the smoke shop. For those who like it, I used to. And busy bars, cafes and shops are traditional off license, that you can buy mostly drinks and chips and cakes, and not chips but crisps. And yeah, as you see, there's a Raj supermarket here, another sea view. Raj supermarket, which is one of the biggest greengrocers. Oh yeah, there are the banners. Raj supermarket, which is one of the biggest greengrocers in town. You can get a lot of fruit and vegetables, and here the traffic is all diverted and we have to walk along these barriers because the center is really busy. Okay, I'm gonna walk a bit and then do the center. And yes, here we are definitely in Brighton. It's getting very busy, as you see. We just came from there. A lot of traffic. We need to let the car go. Still sea view in the background with the i360. There's a big tower. You can go in this UFO pod like to the top, and there's a bar inside and lovely sea view. They do some events there as well. I haven't been yet there because I'm quite scared of heights, but maybe I go one day, maybe with a movie reportage. So yeah, here we're just approaching the very center. Some more welcoming banners against the blue skies. That looks quite nice. And the hustle and bustle of the busy city of Brighton as we are approaching. Okay, let's walk further down. So yeah, I know I've said already a few times that I'm gonna end this video, but I can't help myself as I'm walking towards Brighton Centre and Camptown. People behind me everywhere, more and more laughing. Who knows what language they talking? I can't really say. The teenagers behind me, but definitely not English. So yeah, you can hear all of the languages in Brighton. Very cosmopolitan. So I know I've said many times that it's the end of it as I walk along, but no, I've decided I'm gonna continue. It's not only gonna be on a nice green outfit. It's not only gonna be Hove today, but just to walk along from Hove to the centre of Brighton. I'm almost there. So just a little bit of Brighton vibe towards the so-called Churches Square, which is the main square, and then the lanes, which is pedestrian area some other time. So yeah, the balloons behind me. So yeah, for the end, that's why I'm walking towards the central Churches Square. I've decided it's going to be fun to listen to the hustle and bustle of Brighton, what the streets sound like. So I'm going to just turn on the street sound now. Right, not sure if I managed to film the shopping centre actually, because I'm not sure if I pressed play, but yes, this is the Churches Square shopping centre, the one and only we have in Brighton. One is enough. And the busy Churches Square, Central Square, and a Krispy Kreme donuts. So I'm gonna end my reportage here because past that the lane start, which is like a pedestrian area. Oh yeah, Cafe Nero. There are loads and loads of Cafe Neros in Poland now. But yeah, past this point, the pedestrian area will start. So that will be for some all different story. And now it's getting more and more difficult because it's getting more and more crowded. So yeah, just the food trucks in front of the shopping centre entrance and the square. And yeah, nice cafes and pubs, and there's a down street there. There's more of them. Guy with a doggy. And yeah, it's getting crowded up and down the hill. It's gonna be more and more difficult to maneuver here. But yeah, just for those who don't know, as I'm approaching, it is the very center with the clock tower now. I'm just gonna end it here now for real. That's it. So yeah, that's the end of my journey for now. From Hove to central Brighton, in front of the Waterstones bookshop to celebrate book reading, and then the town hall, that clock tower, because there's a clock at the top of it, symbol of the centre. definitely signing off now. That's it. Lie, pants on fire. I walked past the clock tower where I came from there, and here is the smile banner that I just have to capture this time before they take it down. So here is the very, very central, more central than before, so-called lanes area, still the same main street, but and the side streets are the lanes, south lanes on this side and north lanes on the other side, which are the pedestrian area with lots of bars and clubs. Maybe not so many clubs, but bars, restaurants, cafes and much more. So there's another church, and here we go into the north lanes. There usually there's music playing and it is very busy. I'm gonna make another video. I filmed one of my old videos, street interview here. That was done for the local. There's a nice plant pot for the big tree. That was done for the local internet TV back in the day, a long time ago. And here, yes, we see brilliant Brighton. Have fun, it says. Wow, I like this banner. And obviously lots and lots of buses coming from everywhere. And the streets are getting very, very busy. And all the way down there, it's gonna be a lovely Kemp town where I'm walking to, which is our local hometown. So as you see, the landscape is very different than Hove. Very different. There's a Pavilion Gardens, big park there. Wow, I really love this plant pot. That was a good idea. Very optimistic and summery. And yeah, we've got a flying tiger. One of my friends, Agatha, asked me once if we have flying tiger in Brighton. I said no, but we do actually. And this is the proof of it. Yes, Agatko, for you we have. And love is love, we see. So wow, obviously preparing for Brighton Pride. Oh yeah, I love this plant. But preparing for Brighton Pride, which is one of the major events. I do like to be beside the sea, of course, and brilliant Brighton. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's preparing the whole city now in the Pride rainbow colors, preparing for the Pride festival, which is like a massive. Oh yeah, we can see that now. Everybody's proud, which is a massive happening and massive parade. One of the biggest in Europe, apparently, not surprised. So now we are almost in the beginning of Kemp Town, where I'm walking to back home. And I mean, I can't believe I filmed all this way. So funny. And yeah, Kertgege, the shoe shop, is preparing for Proud Parade as well, as we can see, for the Pride. It's very proud. And yeah, these are the south lanes that go towards the sea front with the more restaurants. And here the Pavilion Gardens entrance. Yeah, busy streets, lots of buses and cars, hustle and bustle. Yeah, entrance to the Pavilion Gardens through this lovely old gate, and then we can see a bit of a pavilion, which is like the miniature Taj Mahal, built by King, I don't know, George the 5th or 6th, for his lover. Apparently, that's the legend that I've heard. I don't know if it is that legend or the simple truth. Built as a summer residence, but apparently for his lover. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. But just the rumors, don't quote me. But yeah, here, as we walk across, we are just approaching Kemp Town, which is our neighborhood now. So you can see how busy it gets. Oh, yeah. More pubs. Yep, the panorama here. Actually, you know, we are quite central, so as much as I miss Hove, actually, on the other hand, it's a bit of fun, actually, to be in the centre, especially in summer. We still got some summer left, so I need to go out more, see what's happening in town. Starting from this weekend, yeah, that's still Pavilion Gardens, and now we are approaching Camp Town. I know I'm promising to end this video so many times now, but that's it. I've decided that actually it's not gonna be Hove only, it's gonna be the whole reportage of my journey walking today from Hove to Brighton and the Camp Town where we live at the minute. So yeah, here's the hotel that burned. It's still cordoned off, the hotel that burned on a Sunday. And here, that's it, we made it. There's going to be Brighton Pier there in a minute visible, but here, up this hill, there is Camp Town. So, very, very close to the centre, actually. That's where we are currently, so there are a couple of trees. Otherwise, we can't see anymore further up the hill. And yes, hustle and bustle. We're gonna see the sea view in a minute with the pier. This is my right hand side, and behind there's a fountain that they are redecorating. Behind the fountain there's the hotel that burned, and then up the hill you go inland. I've just been walking along the same main road, so for those who don't know, just I've been walking in a straight line all across town. And here we have Brighton Pier in the background, and obviously the seafront. Brighton Pier and the hotel that burned here, just here. And then that's where we're gonna end our journey as the streets become extremely busy. Oh my god, they're gonna run me over now. I'm running. Oh, they haven't. Whew. Yeah, extremely busy area of Camp Town, and up the hill, that's where we are. Yeah, poor Freddie, waiting for the festival. And yes, there are a lot of pubs, cafes, and it's all proud area, so everybody's proud here. And that's it. I'm definitely ending now here, as the sun is setting, not yet, but going towards the sunset. And I'm done. Can't believe I've filmed the whole way. Okay, that's it for now, definitely. Signing off from the center of mayhem.